Hey, I just wanted to make a quick video on using fs-mem-editor that's inside of Yeoman to work with the file system. So if you look at the Yeoman documentation for working with the file system, you'll see that they want you to use this.fs. And what this.fs incorporates is this mem-fs editor. So it's basically manipulating the file system in memory before you start saving it, which has a lot of benefits. So it has your typical stuff like read, write, delete, and a few other things. Now the benefit that gives you is you can write less code without worrying about overriding some stuff. So in this example, what we have is you feed it an XML file, it converts it into a JSON outline, and then it goes through each of the items in that outline and creates a file for each item. So you point it to an XML file, you specify which directory you'd like to place all these files, and it does it. So if we look at the code for what actually makes that work is we read the XML file, we parse it, we do all of our manipulation that we want to do to it to turn it into a JSON outline. And then we loop through each of those items that are in that JSON outline and we write. So this is all we're doing here. We're just calling this.fs write. We're giving it the path of where the user specified the output should be, and we're writing the contents of that file. And as you can see here, we're doing the same thing whenever we're ultimately writing a outline.json file that we converted that XML file into. So I'll just show you what that looks like here. I'll go over to the desktop. And okay, so here's the folder. Let's remove that. Oops. rm-rf. My dash is not working correctly. And 110. Okay. So what we have is this XML file, which we'll take a look at it here. And it's basically defining a big outline that we exported from Drupal. Okay, so if we run the command here, it should create everything. So you see how it has create and all the HTML files there. And now we have a nice folder called bio110 with all the files in it. Now, I'll show you the code that, well, actually, let's run that again. Let's see what that gives us. Because it should be overriding the contents of this folder. And you see that it says that they're identical. So what would happen if we would edit this XML file just a little bit? Let's change the title. Biology 110 outline. We'll rerun this command and we'll see what we get. Okay, so now it says that all these are identical except for this one document here. And now it's prompting us of, what do you want to do? Do you want to override it? And we'll say yes. Okay, and so then it forces that override. So that is what you're getting with this mem-fs editor. It gives you, it puts all these changes in memory, and then after it's done, it goes to apply those to the file system. And if there's any conflicts, it'll prompt you with, do you want to override it? Do you want to override just this file? Do you want to override all files? So it will save you a lot of code I just rewrote that. I probably deleted 10 lines of code of just checking to make sure that folders existed and making sure I wasn't overriding files that I didn't intend to. So yeah, fs-mem-editor, pretty cool.